Rita, I'm reliving the same day over and over. Groundhog Day, today.
Okay, I'm waiting for the punchline.
No, really, this is the third time. It's like yesterday never happened.
I am racking my brain, but I can't even begin to imagine why you'd make up something like this.
I'm not making it up. I am asking you for help.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I just thought we'd mix things up a little bit with that opening. I really do feel a lot like Bill Murray in the movie Groundhog Day, and that we are reliving the same events over and over again. Now let me give you a quick update on what is occurring here at the end of the week. As you probably already know, the Senate met briefly on Thursday and passed Senate Bill 451, the Omnibus Education Bill, out of the Committee of the Whole on an 18-16 vote. The vote was mostly along party lines, with all 14 Democrats voting against the bill. They were joined by Senate Republicans Mann and Hamilton. So please give a thank you shout out to those senators that stood with us in support of public education. The full Senate received the committee report this afternoon, and it was read for the first time. The second reading amendment stage will be on Friday, and passage of the bill will occur Monday. As Senator Prezioso said when asked about offering amendments to the bill in the Committee of the Whole, quote, "It's an exercise in futility. The board's stuck on 1816 no matter what we do. So why go through the agony of doing it here and going to the floor and doing it again?" End quote. Based on those comments, we do expect the number of amendments to be offered from the floor when the bill is on second reading on Friday. Now, right now, it appears the Senate Republican leadership is on an island. School employee organizations, community organizations, the state board, the governor, local chambers of commerce, county boards of education, and just about anyone with common sense can see through their actions and oppose the bill. They see Senate Bill 451 as a retaliatory, vindictive bill that does little to improve our public schools or help our students achieve at a higher level. We've all tried to reach those 18 senators who voted in favor of the bill, but they are clearly more concerned about pleasing Senator Carmichael and those outside interests intent on destroying our public schools than they are about the students, educators, and citizens of our state. We need to move on to our next steps. First, our concentration needs to shift to the House. We believe we have 10 to 15 Republican delegates who will join the 41 Democrats to keep the bill from advancing in its current state. As we have said from the start, break the bill up into separate sections, discuss them individually, and let each topic pass or fail on its own merits. Contact the members of the House, urge them to support public education, and break up this bill. Now, secondly, we need to look a little farther down the road and make preparations. Your local leaders will be receiving ballots to authorize the state leadership of the AFT West Virginia, WVSSPA, and the WVEA to call a statewide work action should circumstances surrounding the Omnibus Education Bill merit such an action, and to further authorize the state leadership of the organizations to determine the appropriate time for that action to take place. Voting to authorize actions will be taking place in your schools next week, and our local leaders will tabulate the results. Now, I know no one wants to be out of the classroom again, but this is about the future of our students and the future of public education in our state. So all options need to be on the table, and we need to be prepared. We know the Senate has some very immature bullies in its ranks, and they are unhappy about how the events of last session ended. I personally believe that the House is poised to respond much differently than the Senate, and that the delegates understand the gravity of the Senate's actions and the firestorm that they have caused. So that's where we are. In the next few days, the bill will most likely pass the Senate. Now we start rounding up the votes in the House and voting to authorize additional actions should they need to occur. So stay warm, enjoy this weekend, and let's all celebrate Groundhog Day on Saturday.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, 'cause it's cold out there.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach? I don't
Not
think so.
hardly. And you know, you can expect hazardous travel later today with that, that blizzard thing.
Oh, that blizzard thing. That blizzard thing. Oh, well, here's the report. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. But you know, there's another reason why today is especially exciting.
Especially cold.
Especially cold, okay. But the big question on everybody's lips.
Yeah, they're chapped lips.
On their chapped lips,
Chapped
right.
lips.
Do you think Phil's gonna come out and see a shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day!